Welcome to the live talk on free and funded computing and engineering courses with Springboard at ATU. My name is Margaret Mulcrone and I will be your host for this live talk this evening. Today I'm joined by Catherine O'Reilly, Springboard Coordinator, and two of our students here, Alan Healy and Ricardo Joye. Today we will be chatting about some online blended part-time courses currently being run at ATU that are either free or funded in the area of computing and engineering, and the opportunities available for part-time, online and blended programs across all campuses in ATU. So before we start, I'm actually going to mention some housekeeping. This session will be recorded, but attendees will not be visible. Our talk will last for approximately 20 minutes. We're not taking questions directly within this talk. However, if you want to head to the live Q&A section of our virtual open evening platform, you can submit any questions there and our team will get back to you straight away. So Catherine, we'll actually start with you if that's okay.
Sure.
You're very welcome and thank you for joining us. Firstly, can you explain to our audience what Springboard funding is?
Of course, Margaret, and good evening, everybody. So Springboard is an initiative that was launched by the government, first of all, in 2011, and it was a strategy to target the funding of free or higher education courses, initially really to encourage job seekers back into the workplace. But as time has gone on, what's really become apparent is there are as many outside the workforce that want to return to it, but also those within the workforce that actually want to upskill as well. So that's where Springboard is absolutely fantastic. So it's a funding mechanism for a range of programs from level 6 to level 9 on the National Framework of Qualifications. So all of the courses selected by Springboard for funding are in areas where they have identified a specific skills need. So there's plenty of actual employment opportunities for anyone looking to upskill or reskill. So there's 4 categories of applicants who are eligible to apply for Springboard funded programs. So those who are unemployed and in receipt of a qualifying welfare payment or signing for credits. In employment, those who are in employment or self-employed, those who are classified as returners. So they're individuals that have been economically dependent on a spouse or partner for 9 out of the last 12 months. And then there's quite a niche category called recent graduates, and those that have recently graduated from an NFQ level 8 degree within the last 12 months prior to the start of a Springboard course, and they can apply for our ICT skills conversion courses. So if anybody is interested in finding out any more information about Springboard, they can have a look at www.springboardcourses.ie, and more specifically about any of the programs that ATU have on offer, they can look at our website at www.atu.ie.
That's brilliant, Catherine. Thank you. And with, I suppose, the theme of computing and engineering, can you give examples of ATU computing and engineering programs that have run with Springboard in the last year?
Sure. So for the academic year 22-23, examples of programs that we ran in our Donegal College, we offered a level 6 certificate in digital skills, a level 7 diploma in applied data technologies, and a level 8 cert in fire safety engineering. In our Sligo College, we offered a level 6 cert in wastewater treatment operations, a level 8 cert in cloud computing, a level 7 cert in mechatronic engineering, and a level 8 higher diploma in science and computing. And in our Galway College, we offered a level 8 Bachelor of Engineering add-on in Industrial Engineering, a Level 7 Bachelor of Engineering add-on in Manufacturing Engineering, and a Level 8 Higher Diploma in Science and Computing with Data Analytics. So they're just a couple of examples of the programs that we offered last year on Springboard, and we're hopeful of a similar suite of programs for 23-24. Once this initiative is launched, we'll know further at that stage, but we will have a lot more programs in addition to just that snapshot there.
Wow, that's brilliant. There's a lot to offer there. And just in relation to, I suppose, the skills gap in the market, do you think there's actually a demand and need for these type of courses in the current climate?
Oh, absolutely, Margaret. So there are 2 key bodies that assist the government in predicting future skills needs. You have the Skills and Labour Market Research Unit and the Expert Group on Future Skills Needs. And actually both of those groups have identified skill gaps, specifically in engineering and technology, in construction and in ICT skills. So the initiative itself was actually designed to fill those gaps. So I suppose in layman's terms, the initiative wouldn't still be there if the gaps weren't still there. So there's definite skills gaps, definite employment opportunities on all those areas of engineering and ICT.
That's brilliant. That's good to hear. Alan, you're up next and you're very welcome. And thank you so much. I know you're busy with assignments as well. So really do appreciate you coming on board today.
Well,
you're
thank you very much.
Great. You're actually currently a student on the Bachelor of Engineering in Industrial Engineering at ATU Galway. And you're also working in as a manufacturing engineer in Medtronics here in Galway as well.
Correct, yeah.
So yeah, you're
Yes.
busy. Yeah. So is it drug-eluting stent DES manufacturing you're involved with? Yeah.
Yeah. So I sorry. Go ahead, yeah.
Go on ahead, yeah.
Yeah, so I work as a manufacturing engineer in Galway site in Parkmore. The site manufactures coronary drug-eluting stents. So the site has a range of different products, but a big part of the business there is drug-eluting stent. And I had been studying in ATU prior to doing the course I'm on. My background was I was a geologist in the construction industry, and I changed careers. That was the motivation for me upskilling and doing this program. I ended up in this program through two other programs in ATU. So the first program was in 15 to 17, and that was an excellent industrial automation course, which ran one evening a week, and it was for technicians that were working on equipment, and we were taught by two of the lecturers there in the electrical department, and we just got excellent safety training, excellent programming training, and that skill was brought back in-house into the business in Medtronic, and people have developed from the course we did back then. Follow that with the 21-22 BEng Level 7 in manufacturing, and that was a very, very good course, excellent lead into the current course, which is industrial engineering, which I'm doing now.
That's fantastic, Ellen. So you've been with us a good while, haven't you?
I have, yes, yeah.
We won't let you go yet either, will we, Alan?
Yeah.
We'll bring you up to a master's as well. I'm sure we'll find one for you somewhere between all the campuses we have at the moment. And you're busy. So how do you balance the work and study?
Yeah, so I actually, it is definitely very challenging. But because the course is extremely well designed, the hours appear to match very closely the work shift pattern in Medtronic and the work itself. So when you're at work, you're actually doing part of your industrial project, which is part of this level 8 honours degree. So you're going to undertake an industrial project, and that industrial project is very welcome by my employer, Medtronic, because it's based around saving the business money. And you're going to be trained on the program if you do it in saving your going in and looking at waste and problems in the business and working your way systematically through that. So the time challenges of it, certainly it is challenging, but your workplace itself provides, in my case, the opportunity to carry out work on the project. Yeah.
That's brilliant, Alan. So it's been beneficial in your line of work as well, has it?
It's been extremely beneficial. It's actually in Medtronic in Galway. It's a sought-after course. Some people have been through it previous years. There's 3 of us at the moment on the program, and we're all involved. We all work in the drug-eluting stent area. There's actually a 4th person, and it's extremely helpful. It's very helpful. The course material, the course is designed so that you have the right tool at the right time, at the right stage in your project. And what I mean by that is that we have taught classes, obviously, and lectures, and what we do in those lectures, the tools and the training that will be provided to you when you're at the define phase and when you're at the measure phase. And so it's extremely well designed, and then it's supplemented then by I have weekly meetings, very fortunate to have these weekly meetings with my academic supervisor, and they're excellent. So ATU gets to go sit beside me in the driving seat of this project, and they have full insight into the outputs of our smart digital factory. Thousands of samples being registered each day in the system. My academic supervisor can cast his eye over that on a weekly basis, and all our decision making, he has an insight into what I'm doing, and that's very, very good.
That sounds actually both efficient and effective, the real life experience. Brilliant, Alan.
Yes, yeah, it's extremely effective and helpful.
Yeah. is your program, is it online? Is it or on site or part-time or on campus?
My program is it's an online program. Some of my exams will be. I've had some exams on site, but predominantly it's been on that. We had some presentations at the campus, but it's an online program, and yeah.
That's brilliant, Alan. So we hope to keep you with us for the 20 years at least, okay? You can do more than just a degree, you can do the master's as well, maybe a PhD at some stage. So we'll hang on to you.
Thank you very much.
Next up, Ricardo. Thank you, Alan. You've been brilliant. And the great thing about online, and the next person we're speaking to, Ricardo, and he's an example of it. He's actually living in Tipperary, but he's studying the BSc Honours Contemporary Software Development in ATU Donegal. This is the magic of online learning. So you're actually Senior Net Development Operations Engineer for your own company, Ricardo, and it's called Dual IT Solutions, but you're also contracting for a company called the Navy Group. So wow, you're busy too. Can you actually tell me about your experience, I suppose, in your career, and then why did you choose to come along and study on the course?
Yes, good evening, everyone. So I've been working in IT since ever. So I wrote my first line of code in primary school, started to fix my friends' computers, and then I realized that I could make some money with that. But I suppose the bug of development started when I had to develop, or when I developed a website for my grunge band in the late 90s. And here I am, no band, but still have the job. So I ended up in this course because it had a combination of factors that I was looking for. It had to be relevant in terms of content and motivating because I have a short attention span. I get bored. In other hand, there was the commodity of being online, so I could join from anywhere. As you said, like I'm in Tipperary now, but I was living in Cork 3 months ago, and actually I met a friend that went to school with me in Lisbon, Portugal, and he's in Portugal and he's on my class. And on the other hand, it's because it's part-time and online, I can conciliate my personal and work life, and I can get the certification and accreditation for my current skills and learn something in the process.
Brilliant. And how has this course actually benefited your career as such?
Well, in many levels, but to begin, I'll get to finish my degree, which has always been a goal and something that I've been trying to do for a long time. It also allowed me to consolidate my knowledge that I acquired throughout my career, and get that validation that what I was doing and that what I've been saying that it's right is actually right and correct, and it's actually a best practice in the industry. I've always been learning online since I started using internet. So, there's a lot of things that we learn or we read, but we're not quite sure if those are correct. So now that I got the assignments done and, I got peer reviewed, I also feel more confident when I talk about these topics that, I know that, now I have facts. I know what I'm talking about.
Real life facts. That's brilliant. And how did you learn actually? Have you any advice for anyone thinking of upskilling and doing a course in software development?
There are plenty of resources, of course, that people can use. I used before edX and Coursera and so forth. And when I came to Ireland in 2016, I was looking for something like that, but some colleges that had courses. I have a vague idea that I had a discussion with Dr. Orla, the president. Orla Flynn, yes. And I asked about something like that, if there was something like Coursera on ATU, or there wasn't ATU, I think, at the time. And I kept searching for something, and then I ended up finding Springboard, and it was the combination of what I was looking for. And I suppose that you just keep looking for what you want, and the topics that you are looking for. There are loads of good resources. Some are curated, some are not, but Springboard is definitely a great place to start.
Brilliant, Ricardo. And how do you actually balance the whole work, social life and balance,
It's not easy.
No?
You really have to set time and commit to it. Everything moves very fast. The courses are 2 months or 3 months, something like that. It's not as fast as technology. Technology is a bit faster, but it's still fast. You have to keep up with the content. The content is released every week for each course, especially if the content is new for you. You have the assignments to do, and if if you're a perfectionist like me, and I know I am, every assignment has to be at the very least in a way that I'm happy to deliver it, and I have to submit it before the due date. So as Alan was saying, like if you're in the field, the experience blends, and that's the beauty of this. I can use what I'm learning at the course at my workplace, and I get more efficient and I get better at what I'm doing. And I can also use that experience when I'm doing the assignments, when I'm supposed to, write about how this is a better option instead of something else. So that's also something that you can do. About personal time, that's the part that it's hard to get. So one way to do it is to get the assignments done faster.
Yes, I think, it's been disciplined, I think. And if we all have a goal, it depends on how much we want to attain that goal. I was saying to you earlier before we came live that when I was doing my master's, I did the Springboard program initially, the level 9. And my only way was getting up at 5:30 in the morning for 2 hours before my kids got up. So that was a sacrifice I had to make. But my goal was to have that graduation day out, have that master's. So I think for the audience listening in, there's no good time, there's no right time. So just have a look at springboardcourses.ie in the next few weeks or so, and hopefully it'll be launched, those programs that will be on offer. We have many programs, not just in computing and engineering, and if you have a look at that website, you'll have more detail. So just in relation to Springboard programs, so if anybody actually is interested in our Springboard courses, as I said, you can complete the register your interest form on the platform this evening. So thank you, Catherine, Alan, Roberto, for being part of our panel this evening. You've all been wonderful. Thank you very much. There was lots of really good information shared there, guys. So if you'd like to watch back, we'll upload a video of this live talk to our virtual open evening webpage, and you'll be able to watch it back again. And if you have any questions regarding this talk or any of our courses, indeed, just head over to our Ask a Question section, and our team are available to answer your questions until 9 p.m. this evening. So thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoy the rest of our virtual open evening. Good night.